Hello and welcome back to video number 3. Now in this video we are going to learn how to differentiate these slides for our students that have IEPs that require a read aloud, those kinds of things. It's going to make it more, let's say, user friendly, and the students will be able to work at their own pace. We're going to do this by adding audio for it to read the slide to the students, and using a screencast for them to have the articles and those kinds of things that use hyperlinks read to them so they can rewind. It's very much like the recorded features on the SOL, those kinds of things. So it will give them more practice throughout the year doing that as well. So I already have created these slides in the previous 2 videos. So I'm just going to create a new slide very quickly, something very simple to go over those steps in case you haven't got to watch those videos. But you go into edit your master slide. We created a master that already has the American flag on it to keep with our theme. Remember, you have a blank slide and you always want to duplicate that layout. You don't want to get rid of your blank slide because then you don't want to have to go in and delete everything if you have to use one of these. So I'm going to rename this question slide number 3, 1, 2, 3, because it will be my 3rd question slide. Okay, so I'm going to work in the master. That way, nothing can be changed that I put in here. We've already talked about that. Red. Ooh, don't like that red. Too bright. Okay, so let's say that I want my students to read a certain article, and then we're going to discuss it in class. Okay? So it is not your time with your resource teacher. You don't have an aide in your classroom. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to let the slide read to our students so they are able to listen to the article while the other students are working, and that will free us up to help anybody that needs help. We can work in the group and only help students one at a time and provide more one-on-one attention. So first of all, I have to figure out what article I want my students to read. So we went into Kidtopia.info, and I've already done a little pre-work. I found this article about President Lincoln. Is actually a biography on him, which covers our reading standard of covering reading biography. It's also a nonfiction article. It has headings, it has everything, so we can tie our history and our reading together. So I am not going to record me reading this entire article, but I'm going to give you just enough so you can see how this works. So remember, in the other videos we talked about the importance of having your slide already pulled up, and if you haven't done so already, you need to install the audio player for Google Slides, and I did include a YouTube video that tells you how to do that on your materials. And you also need to record or download the Nimbus. Both of these are Chrome extensions, and they are free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. Of course, there is an upgrade to the Pro that you can pay for, but the free tools are wonderful. So I already have my article pulled up, and I'm going to do this in a screencast because I want the students to be able to see the article without having to tab over and everything. So the Nimbus, which is your N here, once you click on that, it will pull up this drop-down menu, and you want to record a video. And what this is going to do, if you click on desktop, it will record the whole desktop. If you click on tab, it will just record what is in the center of the screen. So I'm going to try to keep that on tab. And when you hit start record, this Nimbus will turn red. That lets you know that you're recording. If you click on it, then it will come up and show you the time that you've been recording. So I'm going to stop this recording, close this window out, and I'm going to pretend like I'm in this article and I'm recording it for one of my students. So I'm going to go into the Nimbus, I'm going to click it, I'm going to click record video. Once I click start record, then anything that I say from that point forward will be recorded. So let's go ahead and create our recording. Biography: President Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. Served as President 1861 to 1865. Vice President, Hannibal Hamlin, Andrew Johnson. Party, Republican. Age at inauguration, 52. Born February 12, 1809 in Hodgenville, Hardin County, Kentucky. Died April 15, 1865. Lincoln died in the morning after being shot at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. He married Mary Todd Lincoln. Children, Robert Edward William Thomas, nicknamed Honest Abe. President, picture of President Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln by Alexander Gardner. Biography. What is Abraham Lincoln most known for? Lincoln is most famous for leading the country during the American Civil War. His leadership in the North helped the country to remain strong and defeat the South, keeping the country united. He also pushed for the freedom of all slaves throughout the nation. Growing up. All right, so I think that was enough for you to get the idea of recording what your students are going to be reading. Now, once that comes up, what I really like about this, since it's in Google, it's already linked to your Google Drive. Biography, President Abraham Lincoln. Down here at the bottom, it will go ahead and give you a sample and show you exactly what you've recorded. It's like a preview just to make sure it's the way you want it. If you don't like it, you can always close it out. Record it again, whatever you want to do. But once you have figured out it is exactly what you need, you're going to send it to Google, and it says send to my drive. So I'm going to click on that, and of course they're going to try to get us to pay money. I just say no thanks because the free tools are just fine. So I'm going to click on it, and once I click on it, it's going to show me that it is uploading the video that I created. It'll come up here and says upload has completed. Now, I'm going to close the screen out and I'm going to go into my drive. Now, I'm looking for a screencast or a video. Okay, at 4:45 p.m. I don't know if that's the one I want or not. It was by Ducksters. So let's go up and see. Anytime you have headphones, that's when you're recording your audio through the audio for Google's. So I believe that's the one I want because it's from Ducksters.com. It was recorded today. So I think we're good. So I'm going to click on that, right click, and go to share. Now once I go to share, I can copy the link to this video. I do have this set to anyone on the internet can find and view. I do that because I never know if the students are going to be at school, if they're going to be at home, where they're going to be when they're working on this project. So that way, no matter where they are, they can use this link from the presentation. So once I get there, I want to insert a video. Okay, now I have two options here. One, I can copy and paste the link, or I can click on Google Drive. And there's my article in a little preview. It's a screencast. Click on it, select, and it will insert the video for that article. So I can do this one of two ways. I have the screencast. I'm going to go ahead and hit play and make sure it works okay. Biography, President Abraham Lincoln. Now, I hear this just fine. I don't know if it's playing on your end or not because I'm not sure if Screencast is recording it, but I know that it works, and that's good. Okay, the students can make this full screen and read along with it as it is reading to them. 65. Vice President. Okay, so I know all that is working, so I am good to go. Now, if I don't want to insert my video that way, I can also right-click, click Paste. Remember in the previous video I showed you if you click on the end of the link, hit Enter, it turns it into a hyperlink. Now remember, I've told my students that hyperlinks are going to appear in a pink box. So I'm going to go edit my master, insert a pink box, and this is only if you are choosing to do it this way. You can always just add the link, or you can copy and paste, whichever one works for you. Make it pink, close it out, and realign my link into my box. Make the text smaller so it looks nice. Make it white. Okay, so then I can do whatever I want to do up here at the top. I can go back into Edit Master, create directions. Let's do that. Text box, the students cannot take that out. So I'm going to make this pretty blue. And my font is going to be bolded and white. And I am going to say, read the article below. Okay, because basically what they're doing is they're reading the article. And let's just leave it at that for this one. So remember, you go to Align. Up here, once you've selected your box, you go to the Align, and you can decide where you want that information to be. You can make it larger, read the article below, and there it is. Okay, and close it out. And since I created that in the master slide, I'm not able to move it. So if I just want the students to read the article as a material or something like that for class, say I want to put my questions in, what do we call it? Clickers, or if I want to put my questions in Kaboom, all I have to do is assign this to a material in Google Classroom. All the students can be reading while my students are having the article read to them. Now, to create, I'm going to duplicate this slide. Okay, so I want this to contain the link for differentiation, but if I just duplicate it, then I can change this link for my general ed class to get to the same article. So this is the same article that's being read to the other students. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to go into my slide. And I'm going to paste it there. Remember, just like the other one, if you click on the end, it creates a hyperlink. You can resize the box and put it in the pink box just like the other students are doing. Now, the reason you want to create this is because you don't have to go in and create an entire new presentation, one for differentiation and one for your general education. You click those slides and duplicate those. Once you've done that, you can file, let's see, make a copy. And I would rename this Civil War Presentation Differentiation. Okay, saved in the same place. Now it's saved in the same place, and I'm going to say OK. Now, I have a Civil War presentation for my general ed class, and this is the article from Google Drive that has the recording on it. So I'm going to take that out. I want to say OK. Then I'm going to go to this article. There's my differentiation. I want to take out the general ed slide. Boom. So now I have slides for general ed and the same presentation for differentiation. So If there's anything else that you would like to know, please don't hesitate to email me, ask questions. If you see other ways that we could differentiate for the students, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching.